am a board member of the NIQS Foundation, and professionally I am a quantity surveyor, chartered quantity surveyor, and I've been doing that for over 30 years. The word charity has so many connotations. Actually, in the sense that NIQS raises funds to help people, persons, or causes in dire needs. In that way, we can say NIQS Foundation is a charity. But it is much more than that, in my understanding. I would rather want to define NIQS Foundation as a kind of a not-for-profit organization, also a non-governmental organization that is focused on high-quality research, which they use to address so many problems that is bedeviling people, and they do this seamlessly. The construction industry is an industry that has continued refusing to change, continue to do things the same way over centuries. And this has brought out a lot of challenges. And some of these challenges is, number one, you see that when you talk about climate change, you see that the construction industry generates over 40% of the total waste generated. So when you see an industry that is generating that amount of waste, then that means there is a big problem in there. Construction industry is also much more in adversarial conditions, whereby the systems of delivery of projects has been adversarial. And when you have adversarial conditions in which people don't understand themselves, you see that time is lost, you see that resources are not used optimally. Again, you see an industry that is underutilizing the available resources. For instance, you look at the built environment or the construction industry, if you care, you realize that a very small proportion of the resources, human resource within the industry are women. So you now see a situation whereby the managerial ability and capacity of women folks are not being deployed into the delivery of projects within the industry. So it is a very serious issue. So these are some of the great challenges that we are facing. It is an industry that is also not seriously innovating. New things, system techniques are coming up, new ways of doing things. And you said that the construction industry, unlike some other industry like manufacturing that has gone so far, construction industry is still at the stage they were several centuries ago. So these are the key challenges, and this one is bringing a lot of inefficiency in the system. So when you have an industry with so many issues of inefficiency, then it cannot operate optimally. And those are some of the challenges that the built environment in general is facing. Climate change is critical because it is the long-term shift in temperature and weather conditions. And we see the effects in everywhere we go. In the physical structures, in the environment, we see the effects of climate change. It could be excessive or increasing temperature. It could be excessive or increasing rainfall. And now bringing a lot of hazards. You are aware of the petrol situations we have in Abuja recently.
Yes, sir.
Because of the flooding in Kogi State, particularly Lokoja and the Anambra assets. Because of this, vehicles cannot come, trucks cannot bring petrol, that is PMS, from the south. So due to flooding, so flooding is a key issue. I was listening to news today, and they were saying over 500 lives have been lost, and so many properties worth billions of naira have been destroyed only in Kogi and Anambra Axis because of flooding. And these are the effects of the climate change, and that is why a specific, if you mind, SDG 13 has been, identified by United Nations in 2015 as a climate action, and that they define it as take urgent action to combat climate and its impact. So what we need to do is to do all the things that we can do to combat the climate impact. For instance, we have the emission of carbon into the ozone layer, opening up the protective shields of the atmosphere. And this one is causing a lot of problems. You know about deforestation. If you go to the northern fringes of Nigeria, you realize that desert encroachment is serious and is coming every year, is increasing and coming downwards. While we have flooding in the southern part, we have desert encroachment and deforestation. And all these things are having serious impact. And this is also due to climate change. For example, a critical material that we use in construction is timber. And when you deforest, it means that you have lesser timber. And when you have lesser timber to produce into log and use in construction industry, it means the cost of building will go up. So if the cost of building go up, then you can no more do what we call social housing. Affordable housing becomes a problem because of the cost of the material. So these are some of the problems, that are traceable to climate action. So climate change, if I get back to your question, is very, very important because it's touching on everything. In fact, it's an existential problem because it defines a lot of things that are happening. When people can no more feed themselves because the amount of arable land that is available to be cultivated is shrinking by the day due to the climate change. So it is a thing that is very critical. And we are not taking it easy. We are focusing seriously on it in NIQS Foundation. The foundation is new. The foundation is just established in 2021. And between that time and now, it's a very short time. Irrespective of the fact that it is short, the NIQS Foundation has been doing a lot of things. The management of NIQS Foundation, they have rolled out a number of activities. They have delivered free lectures. They have visited a number of organizations. So I will say, yes, gradually we are getting there. Yes, but it is a new organization. So surely all the steps that the foundation is taking are just steps to the right direction. So I agree with you, in a matter of time, it will be.